Hard work, steely resolve, and sure grittiness.
It starts with an attitude. We need swagger, okay? Regardless of what happens out there. Doesn't matter. Keep your swagger. Keep your swagger.
Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Sit Start Saturday. We're your hosts today, Alan and Jay. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks, Hun, for turning this on so the cat can listen. I guess let's just jump in. Our first one here is he making the right choices? I don't know. You're asking the show. I don't know if that's the right choice. So he is benching Voronkov, Ferrier, and Toffoli. I like the idea of benching or not stacking both those Columbus guys because just diversity of scoring there. But Toffoli, though, Jay, I feel like Toffoli should go in there somewhere.
Yeah, I would say looking at it, the big one is just, does he have an IR plus? If he has an IR plus, he definitely needs to get Hedman. Or actually, did they say if Hedman is like returning today?
I haven't heard anything yet, but that game's not till late in the day, so you almost have to make a choice now.
Yeah, I would definitely say if you can get a guy, in and slot.
Yeah, if you slot him in IR, like I had a defense open today, and my matchup's really tight, so I actually dropped Ryan Strome, who I was getting for those 3 games in 4 days, to grab Cam Fowler today.
Solid choice.
Yeah, I almost wonder if there's something you can like you said, IR plus, pop Hedman in there, and have someone. But again, back to Toffoli. I feel like Toffoli is a quote stud. He's probably the only guy I'd try to make fit. But I like Jamie Benn against Utah and Toronto. Boston Toronto. That could be like a 6-5 game or a 3-1, 2-1 game.
I also want to know this guy's scoring. Like he's saying what goals, assists, power play points, shorthanded points, shots, hits, blocks. Weird.
But shorthanded points, I feel like Marchand is good for those.
For sure. But why in the world is Voronkov projected to score so much higher than everyone else he's starting in terms of the forward core? It's kind of a weird, it might be a weird scoring setup, or I don't know if Fantrax just has a different projection.
Right. But I don't know. I mean, I'm not a fan of trying to get both Monahan and Voronkov in there. I feel like that could it could either pay dividends or it could sting you like really bad. If
my question is more like the Jamie Benn, so to speak. Like I'm just gonna check. I haven't honestly crashed a bunch of Dallas stuff, so that's pretty good. And he had 4 points last 3, 6 points last 5. Like obviously he's heating up.
And with how many guys they have out right now, they kind of lean on him more.
Probably going to be.
He's definitely not going anywhere from that top power play.
For sure. Yeah, I would say. I mean, you're literally called Alex Ferrier's burner, so I mean, maybe you got to change it to Jamie Benn's burner. But sure, I think
the way he's at, I don't think you get dramatic improvement by trying to put Toffoli in or trying to put anyone else in.
Agreed.
Gordon Bombay, start 1, Fiala or LaFerriere. They're both Kings, both playing Tampa. I agree. I would start the studs. This could be the night that Fiala goes off for like 2-3 points. But I guess either one of them are capable of that.
Fiala, well, I mean, yeah, both of those guys are very feast and famine anyway, right? So it's one of those moments where I think having shares of players and like seeing more of that ebb and flow throughout the season definitely helps. For example, I've had Laferriere across a good share of my teams, and I would say honestly, like I don't know how he's converting at the rates he's converting. I guess he's shooting a ton. That's the big one. But
I
even
mean, they're
then,
on same line, even strength. It looks like.
and he's not shooting more than Fiala. Like it looks now, even
Yeah.
that Laferriere's dropped to power play 2.
Are they really double shifting Fiala on both power plays? Friggin' left wing lock has Fiala on both.
Yeah, it's such a weird team, Alan. Like, what the hell is LA? And LA's still doing like insane things, right? Like that team is. Are they second? First
In the league or second in
in the division?
division? I mean, that's
okay, but they're tied together with the Oilers. Okay, yeah, that makes a little more sense. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's balanced scoring. Maybe it's just better defense.
Oh god, they're one of the best defensive teams in the league right now. The Kings.
For sure.
Was it? I think they were best in like expected goals against or something. There was one of those charts on Reddit recently.
They are 13-2-1 at home. That's why it's a friggin' fortress in LA. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think Fiala. I just the deployment is just that much better.
The power play one, the shots. Yeah. I would say too, do you do any periffs? Because I don't honestly think Fiala does much aside from
shooting.
Yeah. Ferrier is almost 70 hits, right? And Fiala is less than 20. So that's the only one. Depends if hits are overweighted a little bit, then I might skew a Ferrier. But if not, yeah.
But Shiver Me Timbers making any changes. Basically, he's benching both his Rangers, Kreider and Zib. Draisaitl point. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not telling anyone to bench Dilly Guns anymore. I made that mistake last week.
Does he have an angle where he could even have him? Oh, I guess he could swing
you could
it over.
Lehkonen or something to right wing. You have that flexibility. And I mean, I don't know. Capitals are playing Thompson today, whose record is insane. I should have looked at it closer before I just dismissed the Twitter notification. Yeah, Thompson's insane this season, and probably a big reason why the Capitals are top of their division. And just I don't trust the Rangers yet. Like one good game from Quick doesn't make me.
Am I seeing this right? He's won 15 of 19 starts.
That sounds right.
That is disgusting. What?
I think that's what it was. I think he was like 15-2-2 or something. Yeah, Thompson is ridiculous.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're not betting that, Alan, but I guess
I feel like
that should be a lock tonight.
Doesn't bode well for the Rangers here in an hour. Yeah, I would bench this Rangers. I wouldn't play Zibanejad over friggin' Braden Point, who's one of the league leaders in goals. Or Dry. Especially against Seattle. Oh lordy.
The only way he could even fit Zib in is if he threw Dry into the left wing and then dropped Lehkonen to the bench. But then it's like, do you want Zib or Lehkonen? I guess that's what
I absolutely want Lehkonen right now, especially with what's his face out, Nichushkin. Yes. Yeah, because who got that power play spot? I think they're giving that power play spot to Drouin.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
do we think? If
Lehkonen looks like Lehkonen is power play 1 though.
Do we think if the Rangers somehow miraculously turn this all around and today is day 1 of it, that the ceiling of Zib surpasses the ceiling of Lehkonen
against Montreal, dude? Montreal is on the back half of a back-to-back.
No, man. Yeah. No.
And they played. Did they use Montembeault last night?
They did.
Yeah. So they're putting this guy whose sample size of 1 was a shutout against
100% save percentage in the league, baby. No, it's gonna be a shellacking tonight. My goodness.
But no, I don't see. Yeah, I don't trust the Rangers, man. I know they won one game, their last game, but I don't think 2025 quick is the answer for that team.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'd say Shepherd Me Timbers is good. Flying Dutchman, Jarvis over the Wild, or Wyatt Johnson versus Utah. Oof. That is kind of a tough choice.
Wyatt Johnston is pretty hot lately, eh? 7 points last 3 games. 8
Again, he
points
kind
last 4 games.
of has to be. I think he was heating up before they started having injuries. Or although wasn't Johnson the one who's out for a couple games because he took a puck to the face? Or was that Stankoven? It was someone. I think Wyatt Johnson's back though.
Jarvis is what, 5 points his last 3 too. He's pretty good too. Let's see. They're almost opposite players, eh, Alan? Like they're kind of like. Oh, does Wyatt?
Yeah, Wyatt Johnson's in. Okay.
Check with Wyatt Johnston's. Look, okay, Wyatt Johnston.
Yeah, he's on a tear. I think they're both on like tears.
Does he have a bunch of periffs to follow though? It's mostly shots, eh? Mostly shots. Seth Jarvis has more of a peripheral floor. Well, actually, rephrase. He has more of a hits floor. They have around the same number of blocks. Yeah, I think if we're doing this, like, do we want to play matchup? And I want to say,
I know. Give me the matchup. Give me Wyatt Johnson.
Wyatt Johnston, maybe. Yeah. Let's say Wyatt Johnston. Oh wow, the other vote was for Seth Jarvis. I would say if I'm thinking about start your stud, I would probably say Jarvis is closer in terms of floor to a stud. But maybe not. Maybe I'm being clouded by Wyatt Johnston's really slow start too.
That too. But no, I recognize Wyatt's picked up lately. So next, Shepherd Me Timbers. Any recommendations on goalie choices tonight? I would not start Annunen. With Nashville being on the back half of that back-to-back. Although that Saro shutout was very nice, very needed. Who do we have confirmed today?
Wait, Pickard. Oh yeah. Pickard, I would assume.
Yeah, because Edmonton has the
back-to-back. I think Dubas or Dubas, or I don't know how you say his name. He's probably your high risk, high reward dude.
I don't know, dude. That is sample size of 1. That is not against the Avs, man. I'm not. That is too rich for my blood.
We know he's gonna get. We know he's gonna get
shellacked. He's gonna see volume.
It's just whether or not he's gonna let in 2 goals or 5. Like that's the big one. So, I don't know about
Lyon because Winnipeg is starting Hellboy.
Yeah. I mean,
but who does Edmonton play tonight?
Seattle.
The Kraken.
Yeah.
Oh, Skinner got the start last night. Yeah. I do like Pickard against Seattle.
Yeah, big better Pickard for sure.
Yeah, of those are probably.
Obviously, it looks like Shepherd Me Timbers is picking up a goalie, right?
Yeah, I think Binnington played last night. I like Hofer against the Blue Jackets. Hofer's been the better goalie as of late. Although Binnington got the shutout last night.
Well, looking at certain leagues, and it's like Veggie's available. Certain leagues, he's at 46%. He's
against the Stars, though.
Yeah,
I don't like that against Dallas.
Hofer. Wait, you
just said Hofer. Yeah,
you said Hofer. It's not a bad one.
Yeah, new coach bump. Blues just seem like they're firing on all cylinders with the coaching change.
Hero was just saying Elvis against the Blues? Maybe not.
No.
No, maybe not.
Because I'm hoping for Elvis to get lit up against the Blues. So,
Oh,
yeah, I'm manifesting a Blues win.
Gotcha.
Like a 6-1 Blues win.
I think if we're sticking with the 4 there, I think Pickard is the choice of the mind.
Yeah, of those 4, Pickard, Hofer as a dark horse.
I just want to troll and spice it up and say, come on, guys. What if he carries a perfect 100% record through 120 minutes of professional?
Oh my gosh, dude, I think you're crazy, but crazier things have happened in hockey.
Oh man, Alan, you do know.
Oh, those are the only. Okay. Shimmering Timbers is saying those are the guys available. If those are the guys available, I think Pickard's the winner.
Gotcha. And I mean, the other part too is like of those guys, you look at his ownership percentage, right? He's already at 5% for Jakob Dubas. Ain't no way that's gonna stay at 5% if he pulls off, like even if he pulls off like a 1-0 or 2-0 loss, everyone's gonna be like, this is the next man. He is the second.
This is the next 0G hero.
Boom. All the way up to 15 to 20% ownership.
Yeah, I'd go Pickard. Okay, so Armin, we got bench 2, Cousins, Voronkov, Paterka, Lehkonen, Boldy, Rossi, Olofsson. Okay, so this is Cats. He needs goals, plus minus, power play points, hits, blocks. Leaning, benching, Lehkonen and Paterka. Who does Buffalo play? Vegas. Yes, I agree on Paterka based on matchup. I don't know if I bench Lehkonen though, because it looks like he's power play one. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Olofsson. He's been shifted down to line 3. Yeah. Let's see if he's still holding that power play
doesn't
one.
Do much peripherally. Olofsson is definitely the feast or famine. Paterka, I think, is in a similar boat, to be
Olofsson's
honest.
the power play merchant,
which isn't bad if he needs PPP. But yeah, the hits or blocks, you're not going to get too much from Olofsson there. I would say for those guys, Olofsson stands out.
Yeah, it looks like Olofsson he's still power play. Whoa.
He is power play one.
He is power play one.
But I mean, that's the thing too. Like, even if he's a power play one, if he's a line 3 deployment, he just doesn't get the minutes, right? Like, you're really needing him to convert.
He is that power play merchant. I would bench. Yeah, I think we agree. Olofsson and Paterka.
Boom.
Well, he does. Oh, well, hold on here. He does say he needs power play points.
Well, the only things that would help for are goals, plus or minus, or power play, right? So it's a lot to ask specific. Like, okay, even look at Olofsson. He's got 1 power play goal the past 7 games. So
okay,
you're really gunning. Well, I mean, I guess he got 2 in the last 8, 3.
How's Cousins been lately? I feel like Cousins has been heating up a little bit.
It's the minutes.
Nope, maybe not. Oh no, that's not bad. We got 5 points in his last 5, but there's that 2-game like goose eggs.
Gotcha. Yeah, Cousins is definitely.
I don't think Lehkonen was bumped on. I don't think Lehkonen was bumped off power play 1.
Oh my god. I don't think has Cousins had a power play anything. Oh, he's had power play assist back on Remembrance Day. Oh boys. That's 2 months ago. Yeah. Well. See, Armin, honestly, if you don't have face-offs, I think Dylan Cousins is gonna be, I don't know, man. Do you count pins? Get some pins.
I think they bumped Olofsson off line 1. I think they have Tanner Pearson for some reason on line 1 with Eichel and Stone. Or at least as of like their last practice.
is that something that consistently holds? I guess it doesn't matter if it
Probably
holds,
not.
as long as it stays today, right? Um,
Yeah, and see, even from their last game, it's too close to tell if it's Lekanen or Middlestat on that top unit.
Let's see.
I guess we won't know for sure till later today.
I mean, if you're Armin, like if your latest update is that Olafson is line 1 and he's getting that sort of deployment, obviously from what I'm seeing before, it does look like he is getting bounced. Like his history does not show that he stays on line 1. So like you're looking at a sample size where he gets 2 games around 19 minutes, looks pretty good. Just dropped to 15 minutes last night where he did nothing but shoot twice, or sorry, hit twice. He's got games even in like the last 10 where he's got 11 minutes a night. Like that's
Yeah, see, yeah, I know. Yeah, he started power play 1 and then Drew Mills. I do see that. I'm just it's hard to tell from just straight power play time on ice because Middlestat and Lekanen were running the same.
for sure.
Yeah. And if Truitt and Middlestat were there, those are probably the difference makers putting them on there. Yeah, it looks like yesterday's practice for Vegas, Pearson was line 1.
Cousins up with Tage and Zucker, no pins. Yeah. Yeah. They're hot guys for sure right now. So
yeah, it's just like I don't know if any of these guys is like good for Pims. Well, no Pims. He has no Pims.
no pins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, Lekanen is such a frustrating guy, right? Like he has the ceiling in the world with that Colorado team, but like if he doesn't get that deployment, it's like
is nothing. He is not the straw that stirs the drink.
No. So I mean, I
would
would probably still risk it because I would say the ceiling is just there.
What time is Colorado's game today?
That's the one too. Buffalo and Vegas play late as well, right? So
because it's like if you have time to wait out and see what the lines are, try to see what the lines are before the game.
For sure.
I would give me freaking Lekanen on Colorado's power play over Olafson, and his
right. This is fine, right?
Deployment.
If he makes it so that Cousins, Peterka, and Olafson are going to be the ones that he's going to bench, he gets all day to make that final decision at the end of the day, and he just rotates 2 out of the 3 out, right? Now, I hope to God he doesn't choose like Cousins or Peterka to bench, and then that particular bench player scores the hat trick. But I mean, I don't know, like.
And as again, as much as I don't like trying to stack on like a busy day, but Boldy Rossi, I think you got to play both.
Oh, for sure. No, yeah, Boldy Rossi, 100%. There's nobody else going to score on that team. Yeah, so it's got to be those 2. Voronkov, I think in this case you got to start.
Yeah, Voronkov, I almost feel like you might be punting plus minus.
Oh. Yeah, with the manifested Blues victory that's going to come.
Yeah, I'm manifesting a Blues win today. Yeah, I'm still. I don't know. Yeah, Peterka, without a doubt. I feel like that's locked in. I'm still leading Olafson, but if there's a way to find out before the Avs game starts, if Lekanen is or isn't on that top power play. Yeah, give me between Lekanen or Olafson, give me the guy that's on that power play.
Mm-hmm.
Even if Olafson is third line.
I like it. And you're going to say start Peterka?
No, bench Peterka.
Bench Peterka, start. Oh, got you. Okay, yeah. I guess Cousins was the one that we were debating. But yeah, Cousins is the hard start.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's really what it is, Armin. Is like I like, especially on a Saturday or something, enjoy my weekend, like not hover over and see who's winning what or who's getting what deployment. But this might be a time where you have to.
Sure. Shall we pop into the ad drop?
Yeah. Let's see if because I don't think anything has come in. Nope. Let's go ad drop.
I guess
Oh,
we gotta
man.
go. How far down?
I know. I was like, how far can we
Up
still
to
vote
what?
on this one?
Let's see. You want to start with theoretical pickle, Harley or Santa?
Where's theoretical pickle?
Oh,
Shoot, I don't know how far up I need to go or how far down.
I was going from January 3rd, or even if you go January 3rd. What about Swiss cheese? I think
Or wait, are you saying this 12 team?
yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
we'll start there. 12 team head to head Cats redraft. Yeah, if it can give me celebrating, I agree.
Is this not a Monahan? Wait, let me look at the setups. It's tough when you have guys that have stayed healthy all season and they accrued like a set amount of points from there. And then also guys where it's like, they've been hurt for a while. Celebrini. Yeah, I don't know, for a redraft? Celebrini.
I mean, either way, both those teams, I feel like you're taking a little bit of hit on plus minus.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe what does Monahan give us for those other Cats?
Oh, they're basically the same fucking player, Alan. Holy shit. Literally the same player.
Nice. Yeah, Monahan doesn't really give me much. Hit the
Fuck it.
blocks.
Let's go Celebrini. I think
Yeah.
we know Monahan's
Yeah,
feeling
the shiny
anyway.
thing.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Lane Hudson or Vince Dunn. I mean, I feel like the mob has spoken on this one.
Vince Dunn. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Drop one. Hudson, Burns, Fowler. Burns.
Yeah, probably Burns. I would agree with that.
Yeah, because even like we were talking on the weekend previews, like even with freaking Ghost Bear out, like they just don't want to give
No.
Burns that top power play.
What's his name? Ty Smith? Is that the
Yeah,
guy that's getting
Ty Smith.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll find out tonight. Maybe tonight's the night they move Ty Smith off of it, but
Right.
even then, who knows if they give it to Burns?
Oh,
Who should I drop if anyone for Byfield? Points league, shots, blocks.
does he need to drop anyone for Byfield?
I mean, I would hold Kiefer Sherwood through at least next week.
Who the hell is? What? Am I missing something about Sealer? Is this guy like the second coming? His D3 gets no power play minutes.
Yeah,
Gets no
Sealer.
blocks. Sealer? No, he gets
He's
60
thinking
minutes, right?
Drew. No. Did anyone answer him? Yeah, there we go. Okay, theoretical pickle already spoke up and said,
Okay.
like the demon. Yeah, I would. I think he said, yeah, dropping Pulak or Sealer. There we go.
Perfect. Yeah, and Polak. Yeah.
Oh,
Polak
that's
gets 2
why.
games.
Okay.
He gets 2 games. Next week,
Shots
he
and
gets 2
blocks are 0.5. So if Nick Sealer is one of those guys that gets you like 5-6 blocks / shots a game, that's goals or 2.
Sure. But again, next week Polak gets 2 games, so
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
should be a hard
Block. Harley or Sanheim. Ooh. That's a Cats league.
Harley or Santa. Harley gets so much love, honestly.
He gets the points, but does he do anything else to back it up? I feel like that's why it's between him and Sanheim. Sanheim might offer something with periffs.
Am I blind, or is Sanheim just like objectively the better player across all metrics?
Yeah, I feel like Harley's gonna get you the points. Yeah,
But even then,
Harley's
not really. Like Sanheim has more points.
Oh man, don't tell me that. Yeah, I think I think Harley's got the name value there.
It's got to be Sanheim.
Yeah, 21 points, 39 games. He's still like a 40, 45 point defenseman.
Harley doesn't even get penalty minutes.
I like Sanheim's category coverage better.
So much better.
Yeah.
Dude, the thing is, like, you have to understand certain players in categories as well, right? When you're targeting those guys, it's crazy to think that, like, if you have a PIMS league, getting a Cale Makar probably doesn't help you too much there because they have the puck so much. Getting a guy like Jacob Trouba is incredible because they have so many chances to commit infractions and get penalties. So, like, just certain things in the league, right? Like a Harley, who is not even the primary defenseman on the Stars. Where is this guy going to get the penalty minutes? He's not. Where is this guy going to get all those other like peripheral coverages? He can't. Got to stick with Sanheim, man. He's literally running after players all game.
Kadri for RNH. I'm assuming he's dropping Kadri to pick up Nuge.
No.
I mean,
what?
If they hit some blocks? No, thank you.
Wait, whereabouts are you? I'm like, that's right. Josh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go no.
We have to say no, right? Like, where's the? Oh, were you gonna do the Ralphing one?
No.
Okay, no. There we go. Yeah, no, don't do it.
Okay,
I will say the only thing is next week Calgary has a really milk toast schedule. Like, I think they have one off night against the Kings, and does Edmonton have a good one? Oh wait, Edmonton isn't even more milk toast. Only. Yeah, no, don't do it, man. Yeah, there's no reason for you to do that. No, RNH is, dude. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, someone broke it down too. He's another example similar to a Harley and like a Miro Heiskanen, where he does way more in game than he does.
Yeah, in a fantasy.
He's almost like, because Evan Bouchard is so offensively driven and minded, like RNH is almost like the responsible dude that goes back to ensure and all those coverages. But the thing is, he's going the other way to cover when everyone else is rushing toward the net and scoring, so he gets neither the primary, secondary assist nor the goal. So he's just honestly not fantasy relevant in that way, and like his stats show it.
Man, 10 team. Oof. That's scoring though. That's crazy.
Which one is this?
As much as Bluto,
Yeah.
as much as just I don't want to have anything to do with the Rangers right now. I think I kind of agree that Cooley might be the guy to go with.
Cooley's. Wow, this scoring is really unique, eh?
Although Nyes could see a bump with Matthews coming back tonight.
Gotcha. Was that confirmed?
It looks like it. That's what the Twitter chatter is.
Okay. I actually have Matthews on my line, so I'm just gonna. Oh, joyous. The king.
Yeah, these are all pretty. I mean, I feel like McMahon might be the odd man out, but I
was like McMahon.
I do like Roslovic, just maybe not against Minnesota, but I like him against Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I don't know. Roslovic kind of does like. Is it free skates? He doesn't shoot that much.
Cooley. I don't like Cooley today. Yeah, where is he getting these LA Anaheim matchups for Nice? What is Toronto's schedule? Because I don't think they.
Do they have a back to
back? Tampa plays LA tonight, and then
no. I think he mixed it up. It's not. It's LA. Sorry, it's not LA and Anaheim. It's Boston and Philly, but they do have a back to back.
There we go. Okay.
Boston, Philly, which is a way tougher, I think, stretch of games than LA Anaheim.
Anaheim. Yeah, I think I second Cooley.
Okay. I can see it.
And then question from Frank: what are your thoughts on Dmitry Voronov? Ride him while he's hot, but I feel like he is sort of I think we said on the weekend preview, I think Voronov is the sidecar, and he's probably the most likely one to get bumped off that line if deployment changes or they need to shake something up.
He's not. Alan, you had a good phrase. What was it?
He's not the straw that stirs the drink.
That's the one. Yeah. And recognizing too that there are other two the other two players on the same line, I think, are
Yeah, Monahan and Marchenko.
they are the inverse of what we're describing.
Yeah, they're the guys that stir the drink. What are we doing with Mika? Oh man, I feel like if you drop him, someone will pick him up. But what could you possibly sell him for right now? What did we say he was on? Like, what kind of point pace? Was he only on like a 40-point pace or something? I think he did get a goal in his last game though. Yeah,
He's such a confusing player. But yeah, even losing power play 1 is gonna be.
It's so funny. I feel like people have been just complaining for the last 2-3 seasons, like what's going on with Mika? Because I remember I used to like the first couple of years I played fantasy, like I'd get him, just pick him up out of free agency or just get him super late, and he was amazing.
Like a beast.
He
Like,
did
just
everything.
yeah.
Like him and Couturier, like I knew like no one would touch them. Yeah, he's on a 49-point pace. So yeah, with the Rangers, I don't think having to rally around quick is the galvanizing force for this team. I feel like something's got to happen, like a trade or a front office change. But there's all this trade talk. I don't know if Mika is a piece that goes, or he gets someone better around him.
Who's the guy that snagged his spot that he lost on power play 1?
Oh God.
So let's see.
Was it Laugh?
Was it? Oh, it was Laugh. Oh, Craig, it was. Okay. Geez, like, Alan, how many Rangers fans do we have in the league? Why are all these guys owned up? It's actually insane.
Well, I think it was the expectations coming into the season. And then it's like, well, what do you do with these guys? Do you trade them low? No. Do you drop them? Heck no.
Yeah, this is.
Oh no, what is his plus minus on the season? Isn't it something like god awful? -22.
-22.
Which he hasn't done since 17-18. Oh man. That is terrible. And if you're in a league with plus minus, which you shouldn't be, no one should play with plus minus. Yeah.
It's pretty concerning, right? I think the biggest issue right now, more than anything looking at Zip, is if
you hold him, you have an easy decision on like a sit start, because it's like, well, yeah, no, Mika, screw this guy. Like he's riding pine.
Like he doesn't even have an unsustainable shooting percentage, right? 8%. I think that's right in line, if not slightly below.
That's noticeably below his standard. Like even last year, 11.8, which is below his career, like 8.5. Yeah, he's snake bitten there. Like his actual shots per game is down some.
That's more concerning than anything, right? Because if he has a lower shot rate than even Laugh, and even Vinny Tro, who's basically taking his spot on line 1, like that is.
Although that 2.2 is on the season, I would say in his last 10 games or so, like that's actually pretty good shot rate.
Right.
Yeah, 4, 1, 5, 0, 3, 0, 2, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, I would not be worried about his shot generation as of late.
I mean, we did hit like 2 zeros and a 1.
But good God, like one goal in his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games. Ouch. 2 in his last 10. That's
holy smokes. Jeez.
Oh. What's wrong with the Rangers?
What is wrong with the Rangers?
How much time do we have here? No, I seriously, it feels like, well, I've heard some things that like at the beginning of the season, they had one of the easiest schedules. Maybe that played a part of it or part in it. But I mean, that just means you beat the teams you're supposed to bank points.
You need to be a flat track bully to be a President's Trophy winner too, right? Like you can't just be, hitting 500 records,
I still don't know if I drop. I still say if you gotta do something, trade for Magic Beans. I feel like there's someone who's willing to take a chance for the right price on Mika.
We should
Because
give
if he
one
gets traded, I almost feel like he gets traded into a similar situation where he would be a 1C, 2C.
Well, I think there should be some suggestions if we're going to make some suggestions, so to speak, for like a guy that I think would be worthwhile to target. I'm scrolling down though. You know what I mean? I'm trying to like think about a guy where, oh, okay, I guess you'd have to go for a guy with low name recognition, right? Like someone like looking up here. If I'm gonna go, yeah, trade the guy for a Timo Meyer. I think you just get laughed out of the house. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I don't think anyone's trading it. Like giving up Timo for him.
what about a guy? Okay, and hear me
What
out.
about one of those top line Blue Jackets? Like,
okay, yeah, like
right,
Monahan
or Marchenko.
I was even gonna go lower, right? I was even gonna go to like, what about a guy like Dylan Holloway? Like, I feel like a Dylan Holloway would
It might be too low. What's
you think?
What's he pacing? I know he's hot. He had that hat trick like last week, but I don't.
Maybe it would be a little too low. Maybe it would be a little too low.
55 pay. Yeah, no. If I could get like a 60 point, I don't want to say ceiling guy.
Yeah. But like, there are clear names after which where you're like, this is ridiculous. I would never do that. Like, even what about Jesper Bratt? You know what I mean? Like, I think Jesper Bratt would still be too high, so to speak, in terms of performance. But I feel like it's tough. He's definitely, Zib is tough in the sense that everyone trading him is like thinking of a ceiling, and everyone trading for him is going to be looking at like, what the hell is this damn floor? And what about a guy like Bo Horvat? You know what I mean? Like, you're kind of like,
even like I honestly I feel like someone like Barzal or Horvat might almost be an improvement on Mika. But no, what's wrong with the Rangers? Like, yeah, they had that good start, but then it was like, it feels like as soon as they freaking made that, they leaked that they were looking at trading Trouba or Kreider, that's when the team took the nosedive. Yeah. And it's just like, I feel like there's something's up in the locker room. Like, how do you fix that?
They have too many guys that have come so close to winning and have now gotten the bag. So you have this like inverted setup now where there's all these guys that are roaring up that are like hungry, but I don't think they
like
have
your
the
Cooley,
minutes.
your Heedle, like
they don't have the minutes to give them. You know, I guess now they're kind of giving
some
of the minutes. Yeah.
They should, which I feel like is what we're seeing with the guys like, I think, didn't Kreider get scratched or something recently?
Right.
They're bumping Zibby off power play 1. Like, they got Laviolette's got to do something. Unless that front office just really doesn't plan on making a coaching change.
Yeah. So Frank actually said he had Holloway, which is hilarious. I guess that removes one of his trade targets.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think we're good there. We'll move on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Olofsson off line 1. Yeah.
Decor?
Yeah. I kind of regret dropping Drouin now. Like, I'm always going to bench this guy. And I should have hung on to him.
Decor or Askarov? I mean, you got to.
I feel like it's got to go Decor because
but he's hurt. I mean,
Askarov could be a better raw talent goalie, but I don't feel like they're going to play him as much as Decor would be played.
I wonder what that injury is, right? They said he hasn't played since December 22nd. That is a long time out.
I thought it was illness at one point, but maybe not.
Like what? The sniffles? Like, anyways, I don't know. Yeah.
Drop one to pick up Voronkov.
What was the poll in the end? DeBrusk.
I don't know. No one's voted on it. Because again, if you drop Kreider, someone's gonna pick him up. I feel like someone will pick up Fiala. I mean, to me, it seems like DeBrusk is the odd man out, but Vancouver has one of the better schedules next week.
It's and hot as shit too.
Yeah, with Pettersson, with Vancouver having some of those key injuries, do you take the chance on dropping DeBrusk and he does something for you? And Ricky Rackle,
man.
I don't know.
So Alan, the high risk, high reward answer is Kreider if the Rangers do not come true.
This is true.
And I don't know, like do we even think Voronkov's like floor is better than Kreider? Well, maybe it is right now, but maybe right now
You're right.
Voronkov is just playing.
Yeah, I start to wonder like what happens to Voronkov's deployment once, because Chernakov skated this morning. I know it sounds like Jenner did too, but I don't think that Jenner gets top line deployment once he comes back. They don't need him to play that role anymore.
Yeah. Oh,
but no, I feel like Chernakov coming back is the guy that stands the biggest chance to change Voronkov's deployment.
The other crazy part is the Rangers still have games at hand, right? So if they win their games in hand, their position doesn't look so bad no more, and then it's toss up, right? Like, you know, that team could still be like a super dangerous.
Well, hold on, I think I remember that's part of the Rangers' problems. Like, isn't Kreider playing? Doesn't he have some kind of injury? I think he leaked that himself when they were talking about trading him. He's like, guys, just let you know, buyer beware.
He just loves the Big Apple. He's not gonna do his part to, like, you know, make it easy to move.
Is Quick worth a pickup as a fourth goalie?
So, okay, the thing with the Rangers
do you need four? Do you need, I guess, are you in like a categories league where your goalie cats are worth that much on a week-to-week basis? Because even then, I don't know
Frank,
that.
Who are your goalies right now, like, to compare?
Yeah, because if you're running 0G and you're just trying to shuffle something and hope it sticks,
like, look at his last 2 starts, and that probably, or even look at his last 3 starts, and you probably will see the Jonathan Quick experience. And your memory and my memory is very recent and short term. So obviously we're looking at that 2-1 Boston win with huge rose-tinted lenses. But just give a good hard look at the last 3 starts that he's had.
I don't know, man.
Jonathan Quick experience.
9-7-0 2 nights ago.
It was gorgeous, gorgeous. But he came in relief.
You know what? He came in relief. Yeah, 31. Yeah.
And then he got pounded for all 5 goals in a shutout. Like, well, I guess not a shutout, but the Rangers got shut out by Jersey. So,
yeah, it looks like he came in relief against LA. Yeah, see, he's not, and this is why I'm like, he's not the answer to get that team out of the basement.
Like, Quick is a good record, right? Like, Quick's got what, a 913 save percentage, but I think that's also coming with like some very, very manageable workloads coming in. Like, he's pretty fresh. Right. He's playing like one game.
Yeah, at this point in his career, he is not a full-time starter. Not for very long anyway, before he hurts himself.
His hamstrings are gonna give, man, by the time it gets to like 3-4 weeks in, like, of heavy use like this.
Yeah, Gustafsson, Markstrom, Kemper. No, you don't need Quick. Yeah, I don't think so anyway.
I don't think so. When Kemper eventually gets hurt and you slap him on IR plus, then you can get it.
Hey, then there you go. Quick is like a third goalie because Quick is going to get the starts. Yes. But otherwise, the 3 you have, man, those are solid.
Pretty solid.
I'd run with that.
Are you running in a points league, Frank, or are you running?
I know, that's what I'm wondering is if, like, are you in a categories league where your categories are that, your goalie categories are that big? Because if you just have like what wins, save percentage, goals against, I don't think you need to carry 4.
It's Roto.
But if you have like saves, shutouts,
he's in Roto. So
oh god, but I guess I can't knock it. I've never played a Roto League. It just sounds painful to try and like move up in the standings.
It's just impossible. Like, your first 3 weeks, obviously every week is important, but the first 3 weeks or 4 weeks determine so much for the rest of the season. And then, it also makes it so that it's hard to cheer for like runs, right? So even if you have like a hot 3-4 week stretch and it's like, making gains, and then nothing else happens.
You still need, gain like another 100. So back to this Voronkov. I mean, this might be where Kreider is the drop here. And in a 10 team, like, if someone picks up Kreider, they're probably dropping someone else who is could go on a run at any time.
Yeah, and the other one too is Raquel is part of a hot Pens team right now
Yeah.
too, and Raquel's like so many. I think he's try-eligible here. DeBrusque, especially with like Alan, were you hearing some of the rumors with Petey as well? Like with what was being said from the general manager?
See, I find it hard to believe that PD is the one that gets traded.
Right.
I kind of think it'd be Miller.
Right, especially after that contract signed. And it was really weird. It was really bizarre.
Well, and I thought I heard somewhere that Miller is the one with less movement protection. So it'd just be easier in general to move him.
Right. But it's like Raquel, DeBrusque, like while all those shenanigans are happening, I mean, DeBrusque just gets more time, right? So you got to stay with him. Second half, Fiala is back, right?
Yeah.
Like we see this every season, right? We meme about it, but it literally happens every season. So Kreider's kind of the only guy left.
Yeah. As much as, and I think I would only make this recommendation in a 10 team.
Yeah.
Anything larger than that, like if you drop Kreider, Voronkov falls off, what's your replacement level player look like? Not anywhere near those two. 10 team bangers points, better ad for Saturday, Sunday. Wait, didn't he? He already freaking asked this, so he narrowed it down even more.
Yeah.
I still think you got to go Cooley.
For sure. Agreed.
Vegas has a great schedule next week. Hannafin and McNabb, good demon streams. I would say Hannafin over McNabb, but I mean, I assume he asks McNabb if there's some sort of good weight to Bangs.
Oh, yeah. McNabb is disgusting in terms of blocks.
Like if you're in that one league where like a goal is with 2 and then shots and blocks are worth like 0.5, like, yeah, give me McNabb.
For sure. And I mean, it's kind of, it's got to be a league where it's very shallow as well, right? With like a fairly accessible FA free agent pool, because Hannafin is 68% owned. Like, he's still available.
I believe that.
Wow.
Well, I in the listener league, like I just picked him up for a second, and then I dropped him. He just got picked up again this morning.
Right.
So I believe it. I feel like he's one of those guys that probably just changes hands,
100%,
depending on everyone's needs. Yeah, I guess I'll make it last call in chat. Like we got less than 10 minutes here before that first game starts.
You want to jump down to the goalie chat or trade talk while here we
go. Who do we drop to activate Matthews? Oh man, I got.
Is that in the
lean in here? Starter bench.
Oh, okay.
Konechny, Thompson, Landeskog. Ooh, this is tough.
So he gets no utilities, right?
Right.
Is that not just like screaming Buchnevich? But
I know. I'm like, no, man. Blues. I think Blues are kind of rolling right now.
Oh, actually, it depends on Troy Terry if he needs the extra game tomorrow or not.
Yeah, that was one I was looking at. Wouldn't drop Marchenko.
What's the next one?
Honestly, I'm looking at Ekholm.
I feel like Booch is the easy one, right? Because then next week they play some pretty winnable games next week, but they're only on heavy nights. And every other team, like Dallas, like Jamie Benn, they have an off night next week.
Oh, well, who's someone that doesn't play tomorrow? Because then you get the extra game from Matthews.
Oh, I see what you mean.
And I don't want to drop Kempe. I'll drop Ben or Robo. Shoot, man, Booch might be the guy to go. Unless you want to drop one of those D.
Well, like Lehkonen is the other name that pops, but I feel like Booch and Lehkonen are kind of like in similar veins to me. And
I feel like Booch does. He isn't as reliant on line mates.
And Vooch, I would say too, he's a center left wing, right? Whereas
Right.
you're getting a pure C back with Matthews anyway. So you hypothetically want to gut Vooch and then keep your left right wing eligible Lehkonen and roll with that.
Ugh.
Also, he's benching Boldy over Lek or Marchenko. I
Mm,
feel like
that's true. Yeah.
I feel like you gotta get Boldy in there, man.
Yeah, I'm kind of between Vooch or Terry. Because
It
if
really
you drop
depends
Terry,
on about. Like Terry
if you
is the
drop
player.
Terry, you now have to you still have to figure out how to fit him in for today.
Yeah, yeah. So I think Terry is the guy to drop in terms of pure player production, especially with next week. I lied. Next week they do have a 4-game schedule, but the big one is Terry is the player to drop just in terms of players, but in terms of your particular lineup, I would drop Vooch so that you have an open slot available now for you to move some players around, start Matthews, and you still
Yeah.
get Troy Terry's game next.
Well, no, Blues. Yeah,
Or,
Blues played last night, so you're gaining a game by dropping Vooch. But
Yes, you're gaining a game. Yeah, okay, 100%. Yeah, drop Vooch Navich.
Yeah, and you still get Terry tomorrow.
And the Blues don't even have a good schedule this coming week or the next week
Okay.
afterwards
Yeah.
anyway. So, like,
There we go.
yeah, you got to do it, man. Vooch Navich, you got it.
Here we go. So we'll make this last one. Deep league settings. Am I crazy to bench Schmaltz over Kent Johnson, Marcus Foligno, Fogel, Pospisil, and Jeannot? So who does Utah play again? Dallas. Yeah, no, I agree, Armin. Those bangs. That's
Whenever you play
'cause I
bangers,
feel like
sorry, yeah, I'll go.
I ended up benching Kent Johnson. As high on him as I am, he was my bench today, so I could get Strome in, Dylan Strome.
Utah's
Wait,
a really
Marcus,
strong.
is that Foligno the wild Foligno?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to get you the bangs, which are worth, depending on how much it is, just as much as your scoring.
But the thing is, he only hits, right? He only hits. So Marcus Foligno has 129 hits. So that's fucking insane.
I think for me, it's between Schmaltz and Kent Johnson. Maybe partially because I'm manifesting that Blue Jackets loss. I don't think so. I don't. Especially against a strong, a very defensive, low. Like I don't want to call it low event. That's probably not the right term. Dallas isn't going to give up much. So I'm kind of thinking, yeah, benching Schmaltz might be the way to go.
The main one is Schmaltz will have the higher ceiling because he's more likely to score than Marcus Foligno is.
Yeah.
But Marcus Foligno will have the higher floor because of your settings over here. But Marcus Foligno is definitely a player I would probably consider benching if I was seeing your stats, mainly thinking Marcus Foligno is only on line 3. So basically you're hoping to God he hits a player, gets off the ice so he doesn't get docked with like a plus minus, and pretty much hope he gets back onto the ice and hits another player again. Like that sort of
Yeah, there we go. He's looking for the safe floor.
Is really low though at the same time. Oh, you're in the lead. I'm going for safe floor. Yeah.
I don't.
Is your lead defendable?
I was like, I don't think you're crazy. I don't think
you're crazy either.
Might be the way to go. Because I feel like Schmaltz is one of those guys. If he's not scoring, he doesn't do anything for you.
He is.
Let me double check.
God, nothing. Just a desert.
It's one of the possible things Nick Schmaltz can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Schmaltz isn't scoring, he does.
He's gonna get
jack
you nothing
all.
that night. Yeah. His ass. Yeah.
Yeah,
I kind of like. I need to watch one of those games where all you do is watch Schmaltz and go like, "What the hell do you do on the ice, man? Like, is he just like burning around the blue lines, like waiting for the breakout pass? Like, what is he doing? I don't know."
yeah. I maybe just one of those high efficiency guys where it's just like, which is why I keep reading like scoring is up is like, or that goalies are in the toilet because it's just people are taking, or they're waiting for the better shot rather than just throw everything at the net and hope
Right.
something lands.
Which is good for them.
But no, Armin, I don't think you're crazy. I don't think
No, I
that's
think
too
so.
far off.
I would probably still start Schmaltz over Foligno, but I could see the argument for starting Marcus Foligno over Nick Schmaltz as well with your league settings.
And then like Fogle and Jeannot, like I think that's the line that's really cooking for the Kings right now. Pospisil, that, you know, perif floor with the scoring upside.
Oh yeah,
Especially against
Perif.
Nashville on the back half of a back-to-back.
Perif Kings, or
Yeah.
at least Perif Princes. So yeah.
Yeah, the only person I might slot Schmaltz in for is Ken Johnson.
Ken Johnson's like,
because he's
floor is
kind of
whatever, but the
he's
ceiling
kind of
is
cooled off
crazy.
some. Yeah, Ken Johnson's ceiling is insane. But I feel like it's he's Ken Johnson's cooled off some. Like I am on the fence of dropping
Hunting?
him.
Yeah,
I know, yeah.
It's-
But I think I'd say that's it, Jay. As always, thank you everyone for tuning in live. And yeah, throwing your stuff in the starter bench channel. We'll see you next Saturday, same bat time, same bat channel. Later.
pick you up later.